Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 15, I think. Not 15. Look, I didn't check once and I got the number wrong, so 15. Part 15 of my Durthu campaign, where we've almost got Gay and Vale locked down. The Dark Elves are, I think it's fair to say, in full retreat. And apparently I just noticed that Thorgrim, at war with Belagor. Belagar. That's Belacor. Belacor's over there. Belagar's here. They're fairly different characters in Warhammer lore. I feel like to the casual observer, you might look at them and go, basically the same guy. But to this keen lore man's, one's a big demon prince, the other's a short dwarf hairy man. It's a little trick, just how you tell the difference. Anyway, so they're at war. I don't quite know what happened there, but apparently Belagar's just going... He's just going off on one. For some reason. I don't entirely know why.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
I think it might be because the dwarves are allied with the Golden Order, and I think Belagar declared war on them. So I think that's probably what's going on there. The vampires, though, have been mostly driven out, and I think we need to come over. We need to go and see Dryker and just kick the shit out of her until she confederates with us. I think that's what we need to do. That's what we're going to send Optimus Pine to do. Also, I've not only do I ache all over now. That's the thing, but I've also now got a sore throat, and also a cough. So if I end up having to clear my throat like multiple times throughout this episode, I do apologise, but I can't really do anything about it. It's, not gonna lie, bit of a bugger. Bit of a bugger. Bit of shades. So, we're going to leave, Megathorn. Arch nemesis of Optimus Pine, to deal with the what's left of the chaos threat. There's not much of the chaos threat left, to be honest. Mostly dealt with. We're going to move you north. We're going to grab Storag Core, any ruins, and we're just going to pass them over to the Tomb Kings. While I think you ladies can deal with Clarkerons, and we'll deal with Hotek's column over here. There we go. I'm tempted to raise it, but I just don't need the money. I just don't. Now, what gives me more recruitment? Is it? Hang on. Is it this? No. What gives me more recruitment in the read? Do I just only ever get 1 or 2? Alright, well, the problem is, because I'm so spread out, I don't really, I mean, I could do the Oak of Ages now, right? I could do it. Alright, so obviously there's some ratties. There's some ratties in here, isn't there? If we attack this... Oh, I thought the ratties would come out to play, but apparently not. Oh, Ikit is there. He doesn't have a warp bomb, so... We'll just do that. And I'm going to take this... Now, are you... Oh, you have no home. Oh, no. Oh, poor little Boil Rolk. Nowhere to cut... So, Ikit is dead. Ikit is dead. He's out of here. I thought maybe some of this belonged to him, but apparently not. Oh, hello.
Speak honestly and swiftly, for the lady watches you.
Does she? Oh, Jesus Christ. What, all the time? In my defense, you know, everyone touches himself there.
Certainly.
See, you agree. Good. Just checking. So, wow, you've taken a lot of stuff, actually. You've taken a lot of stuff. Could we maybe have a chat with you as well?
Come then. Only Sigmar's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
Okay.
Sigmar's will.
That was... Wait. Sigmar's god Ulrich? Aren't you Volkmar the Grim? Shouldn't you be like... But really Sigmar's
Come
the
then.
best?
Only Sigmar's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
They've just given you the basic... Because you never used to be your own faction, did you? So they've given you the basic diplomacy lines. Yeah, that's not working for you. Because obviously, Volkmar is the Grand Theogenist of the cult of Sigmar. So therefore, and this is kind of tricky theological ground, as far as most people can be concerned, but Sigmar worshipped Ulrich, who is also a god in the Empire, but is really worshipped in sort of the north of the Empire by Midland particularly. And the cult of Sigmar and the worshippers of Ulrich kind of have a bit of beef going on. So, okay, well, that's fine.
So, I will listen.
That, you know, it's fine. Wow, you want to do a trick? No.
You called?
No.
Can I offer assistance?
Maybe.
You have a proposal for the Asur. How delightful.
Thanks. Do you just own one thing? Okay. Well,
If you will it.
I guess we can do that. It's not really gonna help us, but we'll do it anyway. Nethu, Keeper of the Last Door. What happened to the other doors? That's the real question. Speed for everyone. Ooh, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. Missile strength 10%. To who? Everyone? Just everyone? Missile, just 10% missile strength for everyone? Is that what that does? Because that sounds pretty good. I want that. Let's get that. Oh, you guys. Right. Okay. Yeah, no. Right. You get that one. You... I'm going to tick. I'm just going to tick you. And I'm going to tick you too. Because, to be honest, I don't really care what you get up to. Use your inside voice. What does I say about waggling that sword around? You'll have someone's eye out. And then there'll be some screaming. Won't there? If someone lops an arm off, then you'll have something to bloody scream about. So, I want to get some more armies. The only... where? That's the question. Where? Because I can only teleport every so often. I mean, it is pretty quick. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Okay, we don't... Thing is, the Glade Lords are kind of arse. So, let's get a Spellweaver instead. Although the thing is, if I get an Ancient Tree Man, I then, for every Spellweaver, I get more so I may as well just get these guys, right? This is just better, right? Cluster of Radiance. I don't know what that does. Let's find out. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do? Cluster of... There we go. Oh, it's just power recharge rate. Alright. Cool. 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 I mean, oh, wait, hang on. Let me think about this. Right, Skin of the Wood is good. Skewing Branch, I don't really care about. Reload time reduction is good. Speed for Elven units. Sure. No. Yes, yes. Earthblood, Life Bloom, Shield of Thorns, Evasion, Dwellers from Below, Jobs are good. Right, okay. Akirin. Right, you go in here. Attaboy. Attaboy. Okay, we'll get some Tree Kids to start off with. Tree Wizard, you're still recruiting, which is fine. That army is looking pretty good. We're recruiting some more boys there, which is fine. Okie doke, once you've dealt with this, I think we send you north. I think you... I mean, we could go and kill Belagar, but... I think maybe we just leave him to his own devices. There's just a lot of high elves trying to land on Lustria. They're really just giving it their all, aren't they? That's fair play to them. Bloodhall Coven. Who? Who the fuck is that? Ooh, iron mining pits. I've been just makes me think of Vicky 3, which I've kind of been playing. Impromptu Vicky 3 review. Don't get me wrong, right? My favourite bit of Stellaris is building shit, right? If you give me a planet, I'm like, I really want to build some shit on this. Intergalactic warfare and, you know, space opera diplomacy, and unless it includes a sort of kind of sexy Cardassian named Garrick, I'm not particularly interested. But if you want me to like build some farms on a planet, fuck me, I'm in, baby, I'm in. And that's basically what Vicky 3 is. It's about building stuff. But the problem is that's all it is. In my opinion, Defensive Alliance, sure. Like, there doesn't seem to be much beyond just building stuff. That seems to be the only... That's it. It's just building buildings. That seems to be... There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like, you build a building, it changes a lot of stuff that you don't really have, you know, direct control over. But it seems like the only thing you can actually do is just build stuff. Which is fine, I guess? You know, it's fine. Well, apparently those guys are dead, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Okay, well, Optimus Pine, you are off to... Now, do we want to go over here? I'm kind of tempted to say yes. Let's beat up because Festus is a big problem for the Empire here. So if we finish him off, that can only be a good thing, right? Surprise, motherfucker! Suck a dick! We're gonna seed the shit out of it. That's right, I'm seeding all over your tree, Festus. Taste that seed. You love it. You filthy bastard. Right, what we got here? So, Verdant Heart of Lourelorn. Ooh, medicinal plants. So fucking medicinal. Like, the most fucking medicinal plants. Oh, let's get something like that. Right, obviously, Festus, not going to be a happy boy about this. He is not going to be a happy boy. Also, he might plague me. In fact, I'm almost certain he's going to plague me. What's the cooldown? 6 turns. We may need to send reinforcements over there. But for the moment, I mean, Gay and Vale should be fairly fucking protected. I mean, that's one fucking protected forest. Hello. Hello, Celestra. Where are you off to, you little minx? Yeah, little minx.
So be it.
Okay, let's go and hit. Why are we taking attrition here? Pray tell. Right, we will continue the siege. Alright, now we're not taking... Hello. Oh, it's Malekith again. Fuck me, this guy. This fucking guy.
I weave the living forest.
This fucking guy just turns up all over the fucking place, doesn't he? Right, Optimus Prime used to be over there, didn't he? He's now moved, that's fine. Tree Wizard. Right, in 3 turns, I might send you to reinforce. Now, fortunately, Festus' army is looking pretty fucking beat up, but this place does have a plague. Fortunately, it doesn't look like a bad plague. So, we should be fine. What? Oh, there you are. Come here. Come here. Come here, little shits. Right, all dead? Everyone dead? Yeah, you're dead. Good. Okay. Job done. Wow, even Orion is heading to Lustria. Wow, I feel like Skrulk's about to have a very bad day. / week. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit funky here. So, let's... I want 5 of them. 5 of them is a nice base. Couple of zones. Ooh, yeah, that's it. Switching it up. Let's get 5 Way Watchers. And then, maybe some War Dancers. I think we go with the Spears. A couple of War Dancers. I like that. What else will I do? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll make a decision. If we do more growth just everywhere, that'll speed up the growth at Thingy-mabob. You know, that one. Pillar of Unseen Constellations. Sure, I'll whack a thingy in there. Am I not allied with you?
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Well, I am. Well, I'm not at peace, actually. Because Orion has that thing, doesn't he? Where if for every faction he's at war with, he gets -4% upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So... That'd be pretty good, actually, wouldn't it? Really? That'd be. I mean, just think how many armies you could have. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot of fucking armies. I mean, eventually, obviously, you'd run out of people you're at war with. And also, it's very nice having upkeep reduction, but the main hello. Oh, we got the ambush. But the main problem is you then have more armies to command, and ugh. Ah, Slostra's got a Sebastian! Look at this creepy motherfucker. You would not want to meet that in a Dark Knight, would you? Ugh. It's a big hermit crab boy. So we're cutting off the retreats by moving the treekin up, and then Alariel got to go and hug all of the big fatties, which she did. I mean, let's face it, she's a hippie chick. Free love, right? And then the units trying to turn and shoot her are getting absolutely torn to pieces by our missile fire. Ooh, that's nasty. Meanwhile, poor old Alan is fighting a horde of these animated hulks who are just really bad at fighting people. These guys just do not do any damage. Like, the stats suggest they should be pretty good, but they're not. They're really not. Slostra coming in as well to help out, but we are concentrating our missile fire on Slostra now, and Alan is getting loads of heals. He's getting the Dreaming Ring, he's getting regrowth. That's right, his ring is dreaming. Slostra has summoned in some damned Knights of the Realm to cause us some issues. Fortunately, or rather unfortunately for them, we have magical attacks, so they are going to not do very well. Do they... Okay, they don't have as much physical resistance as they used to, but obviously they've got more health. But still, we'll be cutting through that like a hot knife through butter. So they're trying to retreat. Pull out of that combat. It's not going very well. Solostra is going to go down to concentrated missile fire and being slapped around by a giant tree trunk. Ah, she goes down. She goes down, and with her, the rest of her army. One loss. Who was it? Oh, a Deepwood Scout. Who we can replace. Although, to be honest, do we replace one Deepwood Scout or take 1,000 money? I'm going to take 1,000 money. I'm going to take 1,000 money. I don't know who you are. Hello? Hello, stranger. What do you want? Declare war on the Blue Vipers. I'm going to be honest, it's not really going to take too much out of my time, so sure. The pants! Hi there. Join your war against those guys. I'm okay, thanks. Got your own little thing going on, which is fine. Military access. I mean, I guess there's no harm in having military access. I don't really think it's going to do much good for me, but I'll take it. Whispers in the woods. Hello. Hello, Festus. Festus, you are looking, I'll be honest with you, mate, a little bit worse for wear, all things considered. All things considered. Now, can I ambush you with this? Is this how this works? You just run away. I want to see if, like, because I'm in ambush stance, right? So can I ambush with the... No, someone said that you could ambush with... And I don't think you can. I think it just counts as you're in ambush stance for if someone walks into you. Not if you attack them. I think you need the stalk kind of stance, like the Skaven have, to be able to do that. I don't know why Festus came so close. That's very aggressive for him. I feel like previously the Empire always kind of ran away with Mortal Empires, didn't it? But for some reason, Festus seems like a real blocker for them. Like, they really struggle to deal with him, and I don't entirely understand why. I mean, this army is half dead. Okay, while they charge it into our front line, we do have some units trying to flank around, mostly some Chaos Warhounds, but also, slightly more dangerously, is fucking Samuel Ludenhoff. My Festus campaign, he was an absolute terror. He could take on entire armies by himself, and as such, we're not going to let him get in our back line. So, sorry Samuel, but needs must. You're going to get locked into place, and then we're going to shoot you full of so many arrows and bullets. Bye. Oh, that was a lot of arrows and bullets, mind you. That was like quite astoundingly so many bullets. What is this? What are you doing here? What is... Oh, the Amber Trance. Is that it? Just minus leadership? It's not really going to do much. Well, I've managed to deal with the Greater Demon. Apparently he didn't disintegrate. He's just down. Big fatty chubby boy. Got bitch slapped by... I mean, Tree Men and Treekin and Dryads are basically like material demons. Like, you know, Material Girl, but not. And so they basically are like demons of the not war. If you think about it. They're basically the same. Which is why they have magical attacks and shit. I think I've seen them described as basically material demons. In some book. It might have been the Tyrion and Teclis book. The novel, the Black Library. I mean, you know, the Black Library is often not entirely 100% canon 100% of the time. But that's fine. So we've got the Iron Hail Gunners on this flank. They are shredding any unit they can... Now, what I should do is pull these Treekin back and let the Iron Hail Gunners, like, really get a good view of those Dragon Ogres. Festus, of course, his army is very tanky, and he's just going to be sitting there tanking with his face. But his face is looking a little bit worse for wear. Plus his flanks have collapsed. So we're going to hunt down his Fire Sorcerer. Optimus Pine getting stuck in there. Ooh, nasty. Taking a big chunk of his health off. And Kuhakul is eventually... Ow! Ion Cannon. Is eventually going to book it. But as you can see, like, the Festus forces really are just sitting there and taking it. cool, though, is making a break for it, and the archers spot him and decide to take a shot. Managing to miss every single one. Brilliant. Good job. Right, we're gonna... Right, let's make it easier for him. Well, you missed again. Okay, he can't move this time. He's literally a sitting duck. Thank you. Best archers in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't kill him until he was literally just sat there. I don't know. Okay, well, Festus is obviously not dying because he just doesn't. It's not his thing. But the rest of his army definitely has. We're trying to pull the Treekin out of combat here so that we can get a good eyeful for the Iron Hail Gunners. That's it. That's it. Just over a little bit. Over a little bit. Over a little bit. There we go. Wow, that Dragon Ogre just went down like a sack of shit. He did not know what was happening. Come on, guys. Just get out of the way. Guys. If you get out of the way... Well, it looks like the army is... Oh, yes, yes. Oh, my God. The Beast of Nurgle just took an absolute Wow. A faceful. Down he goes. Down he goes, leaving just Festus, currently surrounded by Treekin and Tree Men, just beating the shit out of him. Alright, well, that's fairly straightforward. That with Festus there. Right, now we want to try and push back. I feel like we're actually okay here, so we can probably just advance on Middenheim. We have contracted a nasty bit of flu. I know how that feels. But that's okay. Got a little bit of extra calcium and vigor loss reduction, which will be now coming useful. Okay, if we can retake Middenheim, I reckon we can...
Approach and make your offer, that I make no promises to my ascent.
Yeah, Boris is currently a little bit shitty, but I reckon we can get him on side. Now, is this a threat? An imminent threat? It doesn't say it's a big problem. If we can push Festus back... In fact, if we can just wipe him out, that would make life so much easier for us. But we do have to make sure the tree is protected. We could actually... Thinking about this... campaign mutant... Well... You know, spell resistance. Let's just pop you in there. And you can basically just hold on to that for me. Your job is to just hold that forest. Add a little bit of extra garrison to it. That's all you need to do. Might go with the forest roar? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, some of our Treekin here are... They're pretty killy. They're pretty good units. Pretty tanky. Tanky boys! Don't get Deadly Onslaught? Yeah. Everyone else just gets a tick. Greater Arcane Conduit, too good not to take. We will go into... Slostra's legged it. But... I don't think she has a home anymore. I think we've totaled her. I know, she does...
Tail, make it roar! Make it crave bloody war.
I'm a tree? Not a... Don't worry. Okay, well, Celostra seems like she's in a bit of trouble there. She's only got one settlement left. A little bit rough. You know what? I am surprised that Malekith didn't show up. Do I want to raise this? You know what? I'm going to raise it.
The Sisters of Twilight.
Gonna raise it. I think Malekith ran away. I can't really blame him.
How I enjoyed that.
Good.
The world roots grow once
Oof.
more.
That was expensive. That's fine. We'll grab that. We'll take it and we'll give it back to... we'll say give it back. We'll give it to Katet.
What is this foolishness?
Did you survive? How the fuck did you survive?
My visions predict failure.
Well, yeah, you're running around by yourself. I'm sure you had some shades before, but I think they died. Somehow you managed to get away, which was pretty impressive. Do I want this? Not really. I guess if I... Well, you know what? This... It's not the worst. I don't really need Lightning Strike. Quartermaster would be okay. Mind you, this army isn't that expensive. I should make it more expensive. I could get some... I want some Way Watchers. The only problem is that they take 4 turns to globally recruit, so I'd have to be somewhere nearby. Someone said about putting Ariel in the Sisters army, and that is a potential. It's a potential option. Do I want to give you... Ooh, Unbreakable. You know what? Let's go Aisha's Blessing. Yeah, it might be a good idea, actually. The Sisters don't really have any magical support.
Never. No, never.
Should we do that? Let's do that. We'll get Ariel. We'll stick her in this army.
Go no further.
Okay. And... what could we recruit here? What could we recruit? Something fun. I want something fun. Something neat. Like a dragon. Or something... Oh. Ooh. Ooh, now. Ooh, that's cheeky. I like it. It takes 3 turns to recruit, but fuck it. I'm having them. I'm fucking... If it's going to take 3 turns to recruit, do I just fucking go for it? Okay, Durthu's going to be out of action for a few turns. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get 2 of them. Can I get 2 of them? Oh, I don't have the allegiance points. What else could I get? What else could I... Something a little bit fun. You do have the passive hex, don't you? So that does affect everyone in range. We've already got the other passive hex on... Is it? Nope. Is it on you guys? No, it's on you guys. That's -5 melee attack. So we've got a Frostheart Phoenix. We get another -8. I mean, that's sort of tempting. I'm almost with that one. I want... Like a turkey? No. Flamespire Phoenix? Meh. What about any, like... Sky Lanterns are kind of trap. I could just get a Grand Cannon. What a Grand Cannon? I'm going to get a Grand Cannon. Fuck it. A little bit of artillery in Durthu's army. Why not? Let's do it. Let's shake it up a little bit. Oh, that's it. A fresh new... It's like fresh eye for the tree guy, but
Duty.
Adventure.
not. He's getting a makeover. It's going to look great. Plus, those Way Watchers are going to be shit tons better than the absolute garbage. Well, they're not garbage. The Deepwood Scouts are just kind of meh. They're meh. Maybe the ones with magical... Apparently the ones with magical attacks have double missile damage because they shoot 2 shots at the same time, apparently. Okay, how long before... Okay, we've got 2 turns left. Okay, we're gonna sort this one out once and for all. We're just gonna go over here. We're gonna say, look, I'm really sorry, but I might have to kill the elves instead. 5 dragons? What the fuck is 5 dragons? Fuck me. 5... We're trying to get the attention of these dragons over here. Because I have a sort of plan. However, that does mean putting my cannons in harm's way. But, to be honest, with the amount of flying units they've got, once we're engaged, the cannons are pretty much going to be useless anyway. Managed to take a chunk out of one of these dragons. It's something. But... we need our Wildwood Rangers in the trees. We need them in the trees so they get the Guardian of the Wildwoods, which gives them bonus versus large and charge defense versus large. They only get that while they're in the forest, though. So our cannons are now falling back. So far, these are the only guys they can see. So falling back a little bit. Sepulchral Stalkers kind of guarding them. We do have our cavalry on the left flank. And now they've spot... Right, so they should have spotted most of our archers now, because they moved their Arcane Phoenix into range. Taking a few hits there, not very much, but they are now moving most of their dragons towards us. They are chasing the cannons. That was always going to happen. They spotted the Necropolis Knights somehow as well, so we pushed them further into the trees. Some units are moving over to try and deal with them. Now, they will do Dragon Fire. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. I'm hoping the Deepwood Scouts can do a chunk of damage to these dragons before they actually engage our front line. Meanwhile, the Sepulchral Stalkers are anti-large. They're pretty good, but the dragon's just going over their head. We do have some Lothern Sea Guards getting charged. There goes the Dragon Fire. I'm hoping most of it's going to hit trees. I don't think it is. Some of it did. Okay, good. That is fine. Meanwhile, the Lost Sylvian Knights taking out that Lothern Sea Guard, literally rampaging through them, backed up by the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. A couple of units moving back to deal with them. In the trees, our Wildwood Rangers are now moving in to hunt these dragons down and finish them off. So they will have additional bonus versus large, additional 12. It's not a huge amount, but it's something. And it does mean they should be able to take out these dragons. Meanwhile, Dwellers from below over here taking out their archers. And some of our Wild Heart Guards hunting down that dragon there. We do have some Tyrannok chariots, which I thought would just be shooting me, but have actually charged me. Interesting. We need to shoot them, and we also need to take out the rest of these dragons. Meanwhile, our cavalry is getting some charges on the infantry here. These Silveran Guards are an absolute fucking nightmare, because they've got high armor, they've got 20 bonus versus large, making them very, very nasty. And our Sylvian Knights are not going to do particularly well there. We need to pull them out of that combat, ideally. Our cannons have fallen back, and the Wildwood Rangers are dealing with some Dragon Princes here. Again, being in the forest, they get that bonus versus large, which does mean they should be able to finish them off. The dragons are being picked off one by one. See a Moon Dragon here gets out of position, and the Deepwood Scouts riddle him with arrows. He can fight one unit of Wildwood Rangers at a time, but he can't fight all of them. Taking a little bit of missile fire there from the... Must have some Sisters of Avalon, they do. We've broken away from the main engagement over here, and the Lost Sylvia Knights, the Wild Hunters, and the Necropolis Knights moving in to finish off the enemy missile units. The Sisters of Avalon haven't really managed to get many shots and many kills off. They've not really done too much damage, and the Sylvia Knights are going to make sure they don't get any more. Now the Dwellers from below, doing some good damage to the Silvering Guards. The Necropolis Knights coming in from the rear, helping our battered Wildwood Rangers deal with the last of the enemy forces. I think we've managed to take down most of their dragons. Looks like quite a few of them getting away, but on very low health. Like, nope, one goes down. We've managed to pick him off. I think the others will, for the most part, get away. But with basically slivers of their health remaining. And our cavalry is going to mop up any surviving infantry. Were those... Oh, they're Moon Dragon. At least they weren't Star Dragons. At least that's something. Alright, look. I didn't want it to come down to this. But, as it is. And we're going to lose a little bit of relations with them, but... It's fine. I think they've come to terms with it, haven't they? They've come to terms with it. That's the important thing. And obviously these guys were dead, so I'll release them though. How about that? That was nice of me, wasn't it? Hey? Hey? I don't think you cared. Don't think you gave a shit. So that's fun. Okay, we want to build this when we get the option, because obviously that's going to give us some physical resistance. Should come in handy. And we want to retake Middenheim and potentially maybe try and get Boris on side. Or kill Boris. Are you guys going to help, or are you just going to watch? Just a bit voyeuristic. At least, like, if we can retake Lourelorn Forest, then we're just a hop, skip and a jump from Dryker, so we can go and beat her up, and that'll then make her join us. Apparently she just likes it. She likes it rough, and who doesn't? Bark, that is. Rough bark. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.